What's up, YouTube? I told you I was going to be back. I had a subscriber. I guess her subscriber name, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not messing it up, is Mom, There Goes That Man Again. That's her subscriber name. I seen what you commented, and you wanted me to talk about the Kendrick and Lamar. I said Kendrick and Lamar. Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. And I'm here to talk about it. It's kind of crazy. I feel like it's uncalled for. With their particular beef, it just didn't make any sense. I had to actually write some notes down because it was so much information. That's the only way that I could put two and two together on how possibly, allegedly, this beef could have started. So, if you're interested in what I'm getting ready to talk about, come on and tune in. Make sure you subscribe if you're a new user to YouTube and on my channel. Again, I wrote down a few notes based on the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. So, Mom, There Goes That Man Again. I did get your comment. And I guess I'll talk about Diddy another day, because Diddy is just, that whole story is just out of control. So I will get to that soon. But right now, let's get going with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. This is the thing that I don't understand with them. To me, I feel like the beef should have never even started, because at one point they were cool. You know what I'm saying? In the early 2000s, they were cool. They were cool. Drake had even had Kendrick Lamar featured on a few things starting from 2011. Kendrick featured on Drake Take Care album. I'm kind of looking down, but I'm looking up too, because these are the notes that I have gathered to determine how you go from being cool, y'all being cool, to now y'all beefing. So from 2011, Kendrick was featured on Drake Take Care. So that's letting you know right then and there was no issues. They weren't beefing then. They were actually, cool, or kept it cordial, or however, things went in the rap game. But from looking at it, I never remembered seeing Drake or Kendrick ever beefing like that. So from 2011, he was featured on the Drake Take Care. 2012 hit in February. This is a whole year now. A couple of months to a whole year now has passed. Drake invites Kendrick to open up at the Club Paradise tour. Now I'm going to pause. It's obvious that they were not beefing around this time. They were actually okay. They were cool enough to where they could perform together, or he could be featured on his track. So it wasn't any issues. So that's the part that I didn't get. Like, y'all were just cool. So what happened? So from October 12th, which was within a couple of months apart, Drake and Kendrick appeared on A$AP Rocky's Fucking Problems, plus collaborate on Poetic Justice, which would be a commercial success, peaking at number 26 with the song Poetic Justice and Fucking Problems. I guess they consider that as a commercial success. It only hit, it was peaked at number 26 on the album. So it really didn't shoot up to number one. It really wasn't a hit song like that. Okay. So listen to this part though. When Drake and Kendrick appeared on the A$AP Rocky little show he had, that was going to be the final collaboration between Drake and Lamar. That was the final collaboration with Drake and Lamar doing anything together. But prior to that, before that, they were cool. I just gave you some information on, Kendrick being featured on Drake's album. Drake brought him on to be on the tour. It's obvious that there was no beef. It was no beef. So after October 12th, that was the final collaboration with them. Okay. And then when 2013 hit in August, Kendrick Lamar takes aim on Big Sean's song Control. Now, this is the part that I don't understand. Prior to that, you're not hearing Drake say anything about Kendrick. I'm honestly, I can't even, like, I don't know. I feel like my opinion, allegedly, Kendrick kind of started this beef. That's how I feel, because y'all was just cool. And then it says in 2013, Kendrick Lamar takes aim on Big Sean's Control. Okay, when that song came out, that's when the shots started. That's how I feel like the shots had started. You know, they throwing shots here and there, you know, I guess trying to see who could be the better rapper. And it ends up going totally left. Now, with Kendrick being on Big Sean's song Control, Drake did respond, but it was kind of like a more chill and laid back response. It was, it was like, I guess Drake said, I read that Drake said it sounded like an ambitious thought, a strong thought, but it wasn't going to bring him down. However, Kendrick was trying to make it seem like, or throwing his shots, Drake basically was saying, hey, I'm still going to hold my ground. I'm not going to buckle, this, that. October 2013, Kendrick comes at Drake at the BET Awards Cypher. Now, this is the thing. Why does this, it seems like to me with my notes and what I've read, it just seems like Kendrick started this, allegedly. That's how I'm looking at it, because prior to that, y'all were good. So from 2011 to 2012, and then after that event with A$AP Rocky, that was y'all final collaboration. Then after that, Kendrick decides he wants to throw shots. So it's like the beef, I don't know. Allegedly, I feel like the beef started with Kendrick. Comment below if you know anything different. I mean, it just didn't sound right. Right. And then it gets to the point where, y'all throwing shots at each other back and forth, letting y'all personal business out on each other, just trying to hurt each other. They were posting all that stuff on Twitter, posting the rap verses that they were saying to each other that were just uncalled for. Letting personal business out within each other. Like, y'all weren't even doing all this before. So why now y'all want to start beefing? December 2013, Drake did comment again and said he felt like he stood his ground doing Kendrick's diss. And he may have. Don't buckle down. It's plenty of rappers in the game that are going to think they're the best rapper alive, or it's going to be always some type of competition. But to disrespect somebody tremendously and put their personal business out just to get to the top in the rap field, I don't get it. Especially if y'all was cool before. Like, I don't know. I don't understand that part. Okay. Then October 2023, I didn't skip many years because it hasn't showed anything after 2013. I take that back. After December 2013, wait a minute. After I said he stood his ground doing Kendrick diss, from 2015 to 2016, shots were fired both sides, but nothing groundbreaking. So it was kind of like they just showing shots for those many years. But from 2011, 2012, you were okay. Until after that A$AP Rocky event, that was y'all final collaboration. Then after that, y'all beefing. Y'all just been throwing shots at each other on and off for years. That's what it seems like. Till it get to the point where October 2023 hit, Drake and J. Cole come out with the song First Person Shooter. And allegedly, I don't know, but it sounded like that was to Kendrick. And Kendrick responded to that. Kendrick responded to that, and it said Kendrick goes full attack on Future plus Metro Boomin like that. I guess when he heard the J. Cole thing and Drake. I think that's when it was a little bit of beef with J. Cole and Kendrick just recent, because they were throwing it on Twitter. But I think J. Cole squashed that. He ended up apologizing to Kendrick. And they were cool. That's why I understand. I remember them being cool and not having no problems. So I just feel like, I'm not gonna say Drake dragged J. Cole into that little mess, but it did cause J. Cole and Kendrick to kind of go back and forth too. But Kendrick was still on Drake's neck still. But I think allegedly, if I'm not mistaken, what I read, J. Cole, squashed it and he apologized. He ain't trying to have no beef with Kendrick. Both of them are awesome rappers. Drake is a good rapper. Y'all all got along at one point, so I don't understand what is the real beef. The beef should have never happened. So from May 2024 to June 2024, that was the most newest diss tracks that were going on for this year. All those diss tracks that Drake was sending to Kendrick, all those diss tracks that Kendrick was sending to Drake, from May 2024 to June 2024, they were still going on with the diss tracking. And I felt like it was just going overboard. It got to the point where they just started putting each other personal business out, trying to make it into a diss track. It's stupid. It's just stupid. I feel like Drake and Kendrick Lamar could have came together as grown men of what they are and talked about it behind the scenes. Why try to embarrass each other on social media when at one time y'all were good? Y'all was on tour with each other or performing songs with each other and doing things. So, Mom, there goes that man again. That's pretty much what it is. It seems like it's been a long going beef. Little throwing shots here and there. After that final collaboration in, let me go back, in 2012 with A$AP Rocky, that's when things hit the fan. But before that, they were good. They were good. And pretty much Drake allegedly, all he's saying is, he held his ground. He's not going to buckle down, regardless of how Kendrick feel. Regardless if Kendrick feel like he the best rapper or he a better rapper than Drake or any other rapper, because that's what it seemed like his lyrics was based on. He is the better rapper. Okay, he may be. He may not. But it's a lot of people in the rap game that are trying to compete, when at one point it should just be everybody possibly could come together and be cool and not have no beef. But see, the rap game ain't like that. It's always some type of beef, whether if it's male or female. So I don't know. I just know that Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, it shouldn't have happened. It was stupid. And when I kept seeing it on Twitter, I'm like, what is this? This is dumb. I even commented on, what was it? Daily Loud or whatever on my Twitter. When I was like, they're both putting their personal business out. There's nothing good about that. I mean, it was getting to the point where he was allegedly talking about a daughter that Drake possibly could have had. And it was just out of control. Allegedly. I don't know about the daughter. I know he got a son, but I don't know about a daughter that he had. But even if he did have a daughter, I don't think that should have been presented in a diss track. For what? For what? So that's pretty much what I got out of that Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. It was uncalled for. It shouldn't have happened. Hopefully things die down and they can get back on track like J. Cole did. J. Cole stepped up and apologized. It must got out of hand for him and, deaded it. So hopefully that will happen with Drake and Kendrick. They just need to dead it. So I hope y'all enjoyed that video on Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Any other stories y'all want me to talk about, comment below. The Diddy video's next, but I am not gonna have a long video about that. I'm not gonna catch a migraine talking about that, but I am going to say a few things and make sure y'all get a video from me from that. But make sure y'all subscribe if you're a new user. I hope you enjoy my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye.